All right, I wanted to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen in this video, but I kind of wanted to talk about Attack on Titan too at the same time. So maybe this is the first for me. Maybe I'll do like a little mix-up mashup. I'll just probably talk a little bit about both of them. So last time I did a video on Jujutsu Kaisen, actually I'm like a little bit behind. It was 2 episodes that recently came out that I did not discuss. And first off, one episode was about Maki and how vicious she was. I remember like I was just thinking about it so hard. I'm like, you got Maki and then you got Mai. Mai is the younger sister, Maki is the older sister. And Mai is with like the sister school in Kyoto, and Maki is with, I think they're in Tokyo. And when they had to fight it out in the last episode, and man, Maki is insanely stronger than what I anticipated that we already knew that she was going to be strong. We already knew that she was going to be a pretty big deal. But dude, Maki is like, she's about to be everybody's new waifu, I'm telling you, because she's like super strong, dope, awesome. She got this like nice, fierce, personality thing going on. And then like, she can't even like, without her glasses, she cannot even see like, what do you want to call them? The ghosts or the demons and stuff. She can't even see them without her glasses. I feel like that's going to be a big problem in the future. I definitely feel like that's going to be a big problem in the future because, pretty much she kind of like, it wasn't like literally a disownment, but like there's something that happened in her family because, she couldn't like see the ghosts and stuff like that, or the demons or whatever you want to call it. And, due to that fact, she ended up like venturing off and stuff. And, she it's kind of like a trade-off. So due to the fact that she can't see them, she was gifted with like superhuman abilities, strength. She's really good at using different types of weapons. She's kind of like it's like one of those characters on Naruto that use like only weapons and stuff like that, except for like she's a boss with it. She's like super boss. So she ended up fighting Mai, and that just blew up in Mai's face. Mai is strong enough to defeat like first years and stuff. She shot, Megumi's partner in the head with a rubber bullet, boom, knocked her smooth out. But man, once Mai took out pretty much 2 girls. Mai took out, not Mai, but Maki, she took out pretty much 2 girls. She took out her sister, and she took out the girl with the bang, with the, long blue hair with the sword, and then took her sword too. And her, partner had to end up finishing her off, but pretty much putting her to sleep. So that was super dope. In that, the guy that's always like saying tuna, and like, he was always mentioning like different kinds of like fish and like different things, because like when he speaks, that's his magic or his abilities. When he speaks, like it happens. So like, he called the girl up, said sleep, she was knocked out, boom, done. And that was the girl that like Maki, pretty much had taken out already. Because he rendered her useless because she couldn't even use her sword. She took her sword. And man, what I really wanted to see was I want to get back to the fight with Todo and them. Like, they kind of need to hurry up. I feel like they're dragging their feet a little bit. It makes me want to read the manga. But what I was really, really waiting for was to see Megumi fight. Like, he uses his little, like, that thing. And like his little like his beasts and stuff like come out. And dude, I was like so hyped when I seen him finally fight. He's actually pretty good in hand-to-hand combat. Of course, not strong enough for like Todo or anything like that, like the big, huge like guy. Only his partner, pretty much gonna be able to like take him on, because dude is like grade A, like he's really good. But dude, I was so pressed to see Megumi fight. Megumi, he did such a good job against the, the blood guy. That guy takes everything like way too seriously. He's not like even like, legitimate. Like, he's legitimate, but like, it's like, dude, like if they disowned your mom because, they calling her like, whore and all this other extra stuff, and you like, it's like, in order to, protect my mom, defend my mom, I gotta do this, and just pretty much be like, a Stifler or something like that. Like, you don't have to do all that. But he inherited Then like he got this like blood ability and stuff like that. His little blood ability is kind of okay, but I don't think it's the greatest thing in the world having to throw around packets of blood and to manipulate it and stuff like that. I like my Megumi's ability 10 times better because like he can just summon his beasts and then take them on, and he did a really good job when he used his beast to he summoned the elephant. Boom, elephant water, sent this man outside, he's wet, summon his other beast, boom, outside, flying, thunder, boom, conductor of electricity, bow. Oh, it was so awesome, man. Megumi got stronger, and I guess that's what Sukuna seen something in him. Sukuna seen something in him, and I guess that's what it is, because it's hard to like, it's kind of hard to like look too deep into it, like if you like haven't seen the manga or anything like that, to like really know the lengths of like how far he's going to be able to go. But I don't know, I feel like something's going to happen with Megumi that's probably going to like he's going to end up go through like some depression or like a dark path or something like that, because like this anime kind of is like mirrored like similarly to Naruto and stuff like that, and he is kind of like the Sasuke type. So I right now he's like real cool, calm, and all this stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like he's gonna go through something in the future that's gonna give him some type of like maybe dark ability or something like that. I think it'd be pretty dope. But I like the story anyway, so I'm just ready to see like to finish off. Like they didn't even get to finish off the fight. Now that I think about it, because this is what I anticipated. I think I mentioned it last time I did a video on Jujutsu Kaisen, was that during this event right here, where they have to fight each other and stuff like that, the principal and stuff like that, they was trying to kill like, the guy that's the body and the embodiment of Sukuna. Of course, we have that situation. So they try to, have a demon or whatever that they can control pretty much take him out once Todo and him finish fighting and stuff like that. Todo wouldn't allow that to happen anyway, because Todo and him, they like best mans right now. Like they up there pretty much training each other in the whole supposedly tournament, but for them this is just like fun, playing around and training with each other and just having like random conversation and stuff. But that demon got destroyed so easily when those other like the really strong, like I guess they're like S-grade demons or something like that. I don't have my tablet with me in this episode. It's over here somewhere. But those super strong ones, like the one with the volcano, they have their little like dimension techniques. Gojo got locked out. Like Gojo, I guess it's like one of those types of like rule or dimension things where like anybody can go in and out. They mentioned anybody can go in and out, but Gojo just can't either enter or he can't leave. And Gojo was never in it to begin with. And I think that they wanted to entrap Gojo in there because they wanted him in there. Because I believe that, they believe that Gojo is literally the only one that can defeat like pretty much any of them. So they had to try to get Gojo out of the picture in order to pretty much start to like take over and like reign and whatever it is else that they want to do, that like demons and stuff like that want to do. And I just anticipated it. Like I already knew that was happening. Like I've been watching anime for like a really long time, and like when you watch anime this long, you start to just pick up on like, okay, I know what's going to happen next. It's like it's not even something that you even really think about. It's just like an automatic, because I've been watching anime since I was like a little kid, like going back to like Cowboy Bebop and Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball and Zoids. Like a lot of people probably don't even know what that is. And Yu-Gi-Oh, all the original one, 5Ds, all of them, man. Except for the new one. I ain't like the new Yu-Gi-Oh. It sucked. Maybe it didn't suck. I just don't know. I just faded off of it at this point in time. But I just already knew that they was going to show up, because it makes sense. They have like all of the Jujutsus there, and Gojo's there, all the teachers there. It's a really risky move though when you think about it. It's a really risky move because you have a lot of formidable enemies there. If you're looking at it from their point of view. And Gojo can't get inside, but they do have the principal. Principal have like a weird ability. He took out a whole guitar, and like I guess he have like some type of sound ability. I was literally not expecting that, because he seemed like somebody that's like extra strict and like kind of doing too much and stuff like that all the time. To be honest though, I think Gojo could go ahead and like for real just go ahead and just wipe all of them out, because them guys are like pretty strong, but like I didn't see like some lower level guys like do pretty decent against them. And like they shouldn't have too hard of a time figuring out who the the spy is. Like the dude, like they haven't really like talked about him much yet. They haven't shown him too much, except for when he was talking to like the demons and stuff like that. But he got the little like got the eyes, and then like like the creepy face and stuff like that, like a Orochimaru or something. Like you should be able to tell like who it is. He got like people trying to help him. They gonna figure out like who I mean, at least he was smart enough to figure out that there is a a spy. Like he act goofy and stuff like that all the time, but dude is very like whatever the word is, like he's smart. He can figure stuff out. But to be honest, I think Gojo could probably just for real go ahead and like take all of them out. He did a super good job at even fighting Sukuna too. So if he had Sukuna wasn't like full at all. It's just like one little piece of him, but it's still like Gojo did like a really good job. I think at this point right now, they just going to like show us a little bit of like what a lot of like the other characters can do. And the students and stuff is on to the fact that they have like enemies there now too, so we get to see them all group up and fight together. And then like for the embodiment of Sukuna, maybe like now, since like they have to fight against those enemies and stuff, they'll see how much of an asset that he really is, and the fact that he don't exactly have Sukuna under control anymore because they have a contract, and he forgot about the contract. But I don't think Sukuna is going to like do anything like really bad or anything like that. Sukuna just wants to enjoy a good fight and wait for Megami to get strong enough so that they can like really have like a nice bout and maybe even fight Gojo again.